You know what we found recently, Michael? Actually, we had somebody come in who paid in full for their membership, and they were a homeschool mom in Texas, and
Hmm.
Texas had a grant for them to teach something to their kids that they weren't trained to teach, and they got our syllabus approved. So the
Oh,
state
wow.
of Texas actually paid for their whole family's membership,
Oh,
and
my
then
goodness.
California does the same thing. So California has a grant also for homeschool families to pay for things like this. And so now we're
Hmm.
looking at all the different states that have this. So there's so many different things that are coming from this of because the families are not having these conversations. A lot of these families that are homeschooling, they want their kids to have
Yeah.
this. And so do the public school families. I mean, this is something that um, it's not taught in school, period. Like
No.
really not. So some of the
Dude, it's
homeschool
not
families,
taught in college.
yeah, totally. I mean, especially on our interview, you're talking about having an MBA, coming
Yeah.
out as an accountant, and like just basically not having the financial literacy you have now that you wish you had. And so a
Yeah.
lot of mine came from my dad passing some things down and me learning over time. And the other thing I see is like when you have a coach, when you try to coach your kids and your family, it's really challenging, but they'll listen to somebody else. So
Yeah.
my goal is to bring
Yes.
in some experts along the way, myself and other experts that I know that I've been able to network with and build relationships with to come teach to these kids, talk to our kids, teach them mindset, teach them actual like actionable things they can do if they want to start a business, if they want to sell things online, if they want to become marketers, if they want to become YouTubers, like all the things that our kids want to do right now, we bring the experts in to talk to them. And then we lead them through a course, we lead them through a actual like we have actual books that we're reading, like book reports and things like that, actual things that the kids are going to read. And so books about money, like The Millionaire Next Door was one of my favorite books that I ever read as a kid. And I
Hmm.
was in my
Hmm.
20s. When I say kid, I was in my 20s when I read it. But like read it, can you imagine reading that book when you're like 13, 14 years old? And there it is. Like, and that book is phenomenal for a mindset around money
Hmm.
and becoming like saving instead of spending. Like you don't need the Ferrari. Just go get the $15,000 used car and put the rest of it towards investment, those kind of things. And so leading and guiding these families and these kids through it and hopefully bringing you along with it, like the parents along with them. So
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
that's the vision and the purpose and the path and just seeing all these other options of some of these folks that are coming into our membership and having it like fully paid for has been incredible to watch.
Yeah.
Like I didn't
Grants.
know this
That's
was
that's
possible.
that's that's going to be fun to watch. If somebody's looking at this, maybe they live in Texas, California, or they just want to know more about what's going on here. Where do we send them?
I think we should put a link in the description
Okay.
for them.
All right.
Does
We
that
will do
work?
that. Yeah, of
Let's do
course.
that.
Put a link in the description. Again, there is a syllabus. It sounds like where somebody wanted to reach out via the link.
Yeah,
They can
yeah,
download this.
if anybody's like, I'm a homeschool parent, I just heard about this. Like, there's other states too that do this. I think we found 6 or 7 of them off the top of my head. I want to say like Washington and a couple other like Midwest states. If you want to get the syllabus or find out more about it, you can just send us an email, info@sevenfigureflipping.com. So info at the number seven figureflipping.com, and we'll get you the full syllabus. We have all the paperwork that this other woman went through,
Hmm.
and we can help you get all this stuff approved if you have a grant in your state.
There you go.